Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna just draw a bunch of random stuff. I don't know. I couldn't really think of a main thing to draw today, so today is just gonna be practice and whatever, really. I don't know. I might decide to draw something specific. I might not. Who knows? There's some random pictures of faces up there, and that's one picture of specifically a person's neck, but we'll just kind of see what I can do. Just practicing, sketching, and just doing random shit. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of fill this one. We didn't really give this guy a normal head shape, but that's fine. It's not that important, honestly. I've figured out that honestly, I can get away with just doing the face just like this a lot of the times if I actually want to draw for myself. Like, I can just get away with just doing the face like this. It's completely fine. You just make the face normal afterwards. That's fine. Good enough. We'll make the arm a little more like that. Let's do something a little more detailed. Let's do something kind of the same perspective, but not quite as drastic. We'll do this one a little more like a face, but still not exactly shaped right, because I still am being a little bit lazy. It's fine, it's fine. I'll give this lady some shoulders. Alright. Give her some shoulders. Now, we did kind of mess up the head a little bit. We'll fix it. We'll just erase the whole thing and we'll do it again. Because I wanted her to be looking up a little bit, kinda. So, we'll go like this. And go like that. And go like this. And then there. Now her head's very small, but you know what? We can work with this. Why? Because we can just make her shoulders smaller. It's not that big of a deal. Alright. We should give her a little bit of a chest because I am very bad at doing that, so we need practice. Alright. How do we do this? I'm not entirely sure. I'm bad with anatomy, just kind of in general, really. Alright, this part will be covering her arm. Now this, her arm will be covering her. Alright, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's not perfect or anything. Her head's still kind of small, but that's fine. Yeah, it's not bad. We'll keep it. It's not really a huge deal. Try to... Well, that didn't really do anything. Trying to make it look more shaped correct, but... yeah. I still need more practice. Let's try doing some hair. So... I've been seeing a couple pictures of hair and like how people like color their hair, basically. It's not coloring, but how people put the hair, how people draw hair. It's different from how I do it, and I want to try it, so that's what we're gonna try to do. So we got the reference. Let's get this lady's hair down, and we'll try to get her hair drawn differently. Alright, now what I'm trying to do, I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it's still stylized, but it's like looks more real than what I normally do with a lot of the like little bits that go out like this, like doing that. Like this looks more real than that. I'm still not 100% sure how to really do it though, because I didn't look anything up. I just saw a picture earlier when scrolling on Pinterest trying to figure out what to draw today, and I was like, I bet I could do that. That's pretty much what I think anytime I see like any specific like type of drawing type of thing. I just think, I bet I could do that. Alright. Now, it's like, what it was just like lines coloring in the hair basically, but small and specific. And honestly, I might have too dull of a pencil to be doing this fully correctly, but I don't think there's really a correct way to do this. I'm just doing whatever. There's no correct way to do whatever I want to do. Because then whatever I'm doing is correct. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done this before actually when I was starting out, when I was using my tiny linies a lot. Because I vaguely remember coloring in bits of hair with like the tiny linies. But that was like, very long time ago, so I don't really remember. That was over a year ago. Did it stop raining? No, it did not stop raining. The air's on though, which is louder than the rain. I was gonna say you'd probably be able to hear the rain in this video because it's raining, but the air's on, so you can hear the air instead of the rain. Yeah, sure, this is fine. It's not terrible. It's not amazing or anything. It's fine. We could add some eyes, but like, I don't really want to, so we're just gonna add kind of some basic expression stuff, giving her a bit of a face, but I think we did kind of put her eyes too low. They should be up here more, but it's fine. Let's erase that little line. Yeah, sure, that's fine. She's got like no fucking chin because of where we added the neck, but yeah, that doesn't really help it that much. That's fine. She can have no chin. I don't really mind. It's not my chin. What now? Let's use this pencil because I feel like that one's a little dull, and since I'm not really doing multiple things, yeah, this hair is like weirdly too big and not too big at the same time. Alright, what do we want to do next? We could draw that neck. Try to do that. Get like a more detailed drawing of a neck. But I don't really want to do that. Practice, practice, practice. You gotta draw things you don't want to sometimes. Like I had to practice drawing feet. I didn't want to do that. Because I don't like drawing feet because I'm bad at it. It was the same with hands at first, but now I like drawing hands. But I'm decent at drawing hands, so. Alright. You know, you should probably look at the reference. It might make it a little easier if you remember what the neck looks like. You know. Nah, you got it. You don't need to really look. You can just do things. Alright, actually, hold on, wait a minute. I just looked at the reference, and, the chin goes right fucking here. Which makes sense, because that's where the fucking muscles are. I do remember some of the neck muscles. We're just gonna cross that out, because I don't feel like actually detailing that. There's, like, shading and stuff that I could do. I don't want to. Let's draw this. This looks more interesting. Alright, now what is this, you may be asking? It's a lady's nose, but it's like her face is from like a specific perspective. You can see kind of up her nose, but like, it's cool. Alright, we're gonna try to do a very kind of sketchy version of it, just because, I don't know, it'll be a little easier if I spend less time on it, I think, because like, I won't be trying to make it perfect and all those things. Maybe. Okay, we want to give her an eye. So let's give her an eye right here. And we'll probably have to move that cheek. I drew her cheek in, but it's kind of too close. Alright, I can hear it raining. That's not rain, that's a bird. Yes, rain, bird, same freaking noise. Okay, hold on. Let me think for like a second. Alright, that's enough thinking. That was way too much thinking. I suddenly know all the answers. Alright. I lied. I don't know all the answers. I know even less after thinking now. Yeah, I've got no clue what I'm actually doing, by the way. I'm fully just spamming buttons. I'm trying to make this look like how her face looks like, but honestly, I'm not doing the best job. Every time I look back down, I realize, oh, I did that wrong. Or not down, the references are up there. I look and I'm like, oh, that's different. But you know what? It's fine. Because it's not that big of a deal. Right. There we go. It looks decent enough. I don't really care. How do we... Yeah, sure. That's fine. I think the nose looks fine. Everything else is kind of iffy at best. Her other eye's not in the picture, so we're not even gonna bother. Let's just draw just a head. Just a head. Let's see what we can do. Alright. This is probably the most common perspective I've ever drawn a head, so I'm not looking at any references or anything. I don't think drawing heads is really too hard anymore. I feel like I always misplace this middle line because I end up moving everything, but it's fine. I just always move the middle line once I'm done drawing the head. Alright, there we go. There we go. We can also add some shoulders if we want, but I really should have been practicing like shoulders and all this stuff since I started doing this, because I am not nearly as good at drawing that stuff. Alright. Go like that, and then go like that, there. There we go, there's our shoulders and shit. Yeah, it's not bad. What now? I don't know. Maybe draw a hood? We could draw a hood, right? I'm drawing lots of cloaks and shit. We can draw a hood. How are we gonna do this? Well, I'll start out with the top. There's a point up there. We'll do... Ooh, it's going down. Ooh, it'll swoop around. Let's swoop it around under that side, which will go like this. And then... There we go. Which will swoop under the folds under this. Okay, what now? Really, honestly, I've got no clue. We're just guessing, but we're gonna make some educated guesses, which is pretty much how I passed math class, so I'm pretty good at that. That's not actually true. I am trying to think, and it's not going very well. What if I actually just erase this and make it bigger? Just kind of add the point up there. I don't really know if that makes it better or not. It's fine. It doesn't make it any worse, so we'll keep it. Alright. There we go. Now we need to start adding the folds. Because, well, at the moment it just kind of looks like the lines are just in the middle of nowhere for no reasons, but we need them to not be like that, so... Alright, we need to do shading if we want these to look right. I just remembered that. Alright, well, how do we actually shade this? I did not think this through. I don't have a reference for the cloak, so we're just coming up with this. And my brain's not wanting me to, though. Alright, yeah, okay, looks decent. We're just gonna call it good there, because I just don't know how to actually do this. We still need to practice clothing folds. Alright. We got the face in there. And we'll shade the entire thing over a little bit, because why not, right? Boom. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, what now? I don't know. Go ahead and give him a neck, just so you can kind of see where his neck is. I don't really know. Should we draw some eyes or something? I don't know, we could try drawing an eye. Try doing a stylized eye, just kind of off the top of the head, just randomly. I don't know. There we go. Alright, now fill this in. And then what? I don't know. Now we go like that. Now what though? Probably put the eye in here, but how? Me don't know. Me do not know. Give it a little eye bag. It's not necessarily bags under the eyes, it's kind of just more detail, but that's fine. It really isn't that important. Although I do give lots of characters eye bags when I draw the eyes. Because everybody's tired all the time. Right. Perfect. It's mostly a circle. Now we'll go like this. And then we'll go like this. Then we'll go like this. Try to make it kind of like a gradient. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good, I think. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, what now? I do not know. We can give it an eyebrow, but that's in the way of that very amazing thing right there. What if we draw a foot? I've been drawing those. You may wonder, what the hell is that I just added? Just kind of some guidelines to make the foot look a little better. Because I don't have any references, so we're just trying to draw one that I've drawn before. And I didn't do those guidelines perfectly, because I kind of did them really quick, but it's fine, it's not really that important. Because I'm only slightly using them anyways. Yeah, you can kind of tell I drew those toes on. And that's the hardest part of the foot, is the toes. The shape of the foot's really easy, but I don't know why. The toes are just so difficult. Alright, there we go. There's a foot. That's actually pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. We'll redraw that a little bit, because I accidentally messed it up. Alright. Now, we'll draw, like, I want something right here and here, and then I can go. Because it's getting really hot in this room. What should we draw? I don't know. We could just draw another person. Just like another. Go like that. This. Well, do we actually want to draw someone from the side? We might as well, right? We can do it kind of like this. This. Oh yeah, I have references. None of them from the side, though. Alright. Go like that. That's good, that's good. Now what? Yeah, this is not exactly perfect, but for coming up with it on the top of my head, I think it's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add a little bit of a nose right there. You can't even really tell. I just want it to have a chin too, but I don't know how to add the chin exactly. Yeah, that's kind of bad. We'll lightly cross it out because it's not that bad. It's just a little bad. Let's try that again, but try a different perspective. Alright, I mean like drawing the shoulder like that, but I want the head slightly different. Alright, I want the head like that facing us. And then the shoulder right here, and the back, get the neck, get the back, and then, alright, now let's try and darken these lines a little bit. Alright, get it looking at us. Looks the same as it was, because that's what I was trying to do. I tried to give it an ear. It's a little weird looking. It's fine. I never draw ears. Alright, what are we doing? Draw the arm. And then put this. Go like this, just so I can actually have to draw less of the back. Go like that. And that. And that's decent. Not perfect. Not terrible. Decent. Okie dokie. I go now. We put my signature on this thingy. There we go. Bam. I go. Bye bye. Subscribe.